Today we're gonna do a new what if called What If Deku Was Betrayed or Betrayed. Okay. This is gonna take place after the overhaul arc when Eri just moved into Deku's dorm. And skip 2 weeks. Deku was training. Eri was helping him by passing him stuff and lifting it. And Deku asked Eri to pass him those weights and said, "Okay, Dad." And Deku was surprised. Was surprised that she called him Dad? Now skip 2 days. Deku was passing by Deku, and Deku had a glisten at it in his eye when he saw her and Eri saw and says, "And Dad, do you like Ochako?" Deku whispered in her ear, in Eri's ear, said yes. "So why don't you tell her? I'm afraid that she won't like me. So that's why I haven't told her." "You should do it. I bet she'll like you." Okay, I'll do it." And Deku walks up to Ochako and says, "Hey, Uraraka." "Yes, Deku?" Uraraka said, "I love you." Uraraka was blushing, said, "I love you too." And Deku hugged Uraraka. Now let's do a 4-month time skip. Deku has been dating Uraraka for 4 months. And this is the day of their anniversary. Deku gets up that morning and says, and Eri wakes up with him and says, "Oh, good morning, Eri. How did you sleep?" And Eri said, "Good." And Uraraka woke up and said, "Good morning." "Good morning, Uraraka. How'd you sleep?" "Good." And Deku got up and got dressed and went to train with Eri. They trained together that day. And after they were done in the afternoon, they went to go get a present for Uraraka's for their anniversary. And just when they got the necklace for Uraraka, Eri said, "Mama's gonna love it. I know she will," says Deku. And when they get back to the dorm, Uraraka was there crying. Then she slapped Deku and made him float and says, Uraraka, what was that for? How could you? How could I want?" Everyone heard and said, "What's going on?" "Oh, it's just that villain. What are you doing back here?" And the only ones that believed him were the big 3 and Aizawa. And that's it. So yeah. And he says, "Villain, what are you talking about?" "You know what we're talking about." "No, I don't." "Eri, do you know? You stole files from UA this morning." "No, I didn't. I was with Eri the whole time." "Yeah, why are you doing this to Papa, Mama?" "Come here, baby. He's a bad man." "No, Dad's not bad. He's good. He's a good person." So she doesn't believe. And everyone thinks he's a villain because then Nezu's rushes in and says, "Young Midoriya, we have evidence of you stealing UA files about the quirks. And I forgot to say, Bakugo believes this. And says, "Bakugo, Kanchan, you believe me?" "I do." and they were surprised that they believe it. He says, and All Might rushes in and says, how could you? It makes sense that you grabbed on my leg, so you can just get my quirk. And to find out that you work with All for One? I can't believe you. I don't work with All for One, said Deku. Well, really, this evidence says you do. Because this says you stole the files from UA about Class 1A's quirks and weaknesses. And you gave it to the League of Villains. Yeah, and the cops show up and put in a police car before the police car. And All Might takes a plot of hair and eats it. Now, All Might has one for all. And I know you can't take it like that, but let's just say they can, because plot reasons. And before he gets in the police car and he takes the hair, Eri hugs him and says, Daddy, don't leave. I'm sorry, Eri. I have to go. Will you be back? I'll be back. No, you won't. I will. I'll find a way. They'll find me free. Right, Kachan? Yeah, we'll find a way to get you done free, Eri. Thank you, Uncle Bakugo. You say? Okay. Then they take him off to jail. Then Eri runs into Deku's room and locks it. Now let's go to Deku going in, and he's in the room with Deku saying, I'm not a villain. I don't know why this is happening, because he's so confused still. How did this happen? And the guard told him to shut up. Just shut up already. Shut up. When they got him, he kept asking questions, even more questions. Then the guard opened the cell and punched him in the gut. But his roommates were staying, Overhaul, and All for One. Yeah. He knocked him out, and let's say he entered his mindscape. And he saw 5 people. If you're wondering who they are, oh wait, hold on. My camera messed up. It glitched out again. My camera doesn't. Sorry about that. But back to the story. He he sees the people. Wait, was it 5 people? Hold on. Yeah, it was 5 people. They were... Yeah, 5 people. They were turned around. So Deku says, who are you? And they all suddenly says, hey, hiya, I'm Son Goku. I'm Prince Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. No, I'm Sasuke Uchiha. And I am Naruto Uzumaki. I'm the number 1 Hokage. And I'm Kurama. And says, why am I here? You were knocked out by the guard. That's why you're here. Plus, you got betrayed by your friends. And the only 4 people that believed you was your only friend Bakugo. So, they said, we're here to train you, make you strong. You're gonna be trained by us. And he says, what's with you have a lot of earrings on your belt. Like 100 each. They're for you. We're gonna keep them. Because we don't need them. Because we're in you. So you have them basically. It says, we're gonna train you. 1 by 1. Kakarot's gonna go first. Who's that? Me. He likes calling me. So like a little nickname? I guess you could say that. But that's his real name. I'm planning with you. But he changed his name when he got there. And he transferred, and they say you're gonna be here for 2 years. 2 years? Calm down. It's only gonna be like 3 weeks. Okay. After, now let's get okay, now let's say this. Now we go back to Ari. She hasn't came out of her room in a few hours. And she's crying because she misses a daddy. Her daddy says, and Uraka knocks on the door and says, "Hey, sweetie, it's mommy." And Ari says, "You're not my mommy. You betrayed Daddy." But he must have brainwashed. He didn't brainwash. No, you're just kind of says, okay, that happens, and now we go back to Deku, to the prison, outside the prison, like outside the mindscape, and they see him. He's been down for a few hours, like 3 hours straight. And they're wondering, and they check his pulse, and his pulse is getting weaker, and they say, "Oh my God, get a medic!" And the police call. He says, "Your student, he's dying. Why should we care? He's a villain." Okay, so this one. My phone's turned off. So yeah. Now let's go back to this. Goku's training him. He says, "We're gonna teach you." He teaches all his techniques. So he knows the solar flare, Kamehameha, knows how to fly, regular key blast, instant transmission. And Deku's half Saiyan because he put his soul into him. After he was done training, Goku put his soul into him and gave him a tail that made him full half Saiyan. Actually, full Saiyan, yeah. And he didn't have all the transformations, but he didn't have any transformations. Well, he did have it, like Goku's knowledge how to go to the transformations. So now it's Vegeta. He says, "Okay, since you have all of them, now I'm gonna train you how to go Super Saiyan, all the form 9." So he trained them, and they train until they get up to Super Saiyan. All the forms in like Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and Super Ultra Instinct. Okay. And he's mastered his Azaru form, like the monkey form. And now, let's do this. Now they go to Naruto. Says, you're gonna train me next? And he already has all the Patara earrings on his belt. It's unlimited Pataras. So he says, "What are you gonna teach me?" "I'm gonna teach you about chakra. It's natural energy we have. Let's see what natures you have. You have all 5 natures. Wow, I'm gonna train you on wind. That's my spot. He's gonna train you on earth. I'm gonna train you on wind. And what's the other one? Water and earth styles." So they train. He teaches him the Rasengan, the wind bullet, teaches him the substitution, shadow clones, stuff. Gives him kunais and stuff. How to use the shurikens. Yeah, stuff like that. Now let's go. Then he goes to Karama and says, "Hey, you, I'm gonna teach you how to use me." And they just become friends in battle. Now, Deku has the nine-tailed fox. Now Sasuke, the last one, says, "I'm the strongest here," basically. The one that's strong. He teaches him the Chidori, lightning blade, lightning Chidori, lightning, stuff like that. Phoenix, fireball jutsu, water. He teaches him water walking and wall walking, stuff like that too. Walking, fire dragon, earth dragon, fire dragon, fire destruction jutsu, majestic flame, majestic fire jutsu. I think that's one. And that was it. And he woke up in 2 weeks with all the stuff he had, but in his mind, like the pocket dimension he can get to. So yeah. And let's go back to skip 2 weeks and 5 days. Now let's get to Bakugo. He was thinking ways to break him out once. And goes to Eri, says, he knocks on the door. Eri says, "Who's it?" "It's Bakugo." "Uncle Bakugo?" "Yeah, it's me." And Uraraka is listening, and she's with Ida. And Uraraka says, "Eri, this is your new dad, Ida." Yeah. And she just like, no. She's not having any of that stuff. She said. So, yeah. She said, "Open the door and let him in." Says, "I think I might have waiter for your daddy." She said, "Might? I just need to look around for something." So I wish I knew what to do. Izuku would know. Even that with their journal. What a nerd. I still need to break him out. I wish he could tell us what I could do. I wish he could help me with my quirk. But I need to quirk. Bakugo said, "Book. Future analysis." Eri said, "What? What about future analysis?" That nerd had books. Was checked for any, and he found one book. Not the one though. He goes to Inko's house and Inko's crying because she went. And she stopped crying for a minute and went and said, "Back, what are you doing?" He says, "No, Thomas, I need to grab something." "What are you doing? You know where Izuku's books are? Those, like, the writing books he had? The hero analysis books?" "Yeah, so, number 13. "Yeah, why? I need it. You might have a way to break Izuku." He rushes to Principal Nezu, and they just found out that Izuku was innocent. Oh my god. They found it was Toga. She didn't turn herself in, but like they've watched the video feed again. Principal Nezu watched it, and he said, "Oh my god, what have I done? I made a terrible mistake." Then he goes to and Bakugo runs in. "Nezu, I have news." "Huh?" He says, "Why did you come in barging like this, Buck?" "I found one program." "What's that?" "This book." "A notebook? What's that gonna do?" Yes, the nerd wrote notes about quirks, our quirks, and that's one. It's really wrong. 13. He's wrote 12 more. Yeah, about quirks. So, and he said, well, no worry. We just found a way to break him out too. Finally. So now we go back to Deku. 3 says, the guard knocks on the says, hey, Deku, get over it. You have a visitor. Sit there. Who could want to talk to me? Oops. Hold on. Who would want to talk to me? He sees it's All Might, and this is what do you want? What do you want, All Might? And Nezu, and they were surprised with the venom in his voice. And he has a scar on his eye, just in case you're wondering. He has that headband and the corona mask. Wash your hands. He was surprised with Deku because they noticed he had a tail and he had some stuff on his head. It says he could be fun. And I said, finally, he said. He says, we're willing to come back to UA. Thank you for coming here. He said, yes, I'll come back. He said, okay. And he gets called, no one knows about him coming back, though. Only Baki, though. He doesn't tell anyone. Surprise. Okay. They go to the thing. Okay. They go back to the dorms. Deku says, I'm back. Everyone's surprised. And everyone says, what's this villain doing? He says, they broke me out. They found evidence and it said they found out Toga was the one stealing the files. And they didn't believe it. It says, how? They told me. Alright. I said, how did you find me? I looked close at I saw her drink his blood and turn into him. And they were surprised. And Eri sees him and says, Daddy. He runs up to Deku and says, Eri, I missed you. Oh, how you doing? And Uraraka says, okay, back up. She's runs up and says, I always believed in you. I knew you was going through. And Deku says, whoa, back up. Huh? I'm your girlfriend. No, you're not. You're with Ida, I think. Right, Ida? Yeah, that's right. So, see? The Galactic Man. And I'm gonna find someone else to love. That believed in me. I'm gonna find another. I'm gonna find another for a second. That won't betray me. And then he said hi to everyone. Everyone thinks he's still a villain though. So skip the next day in class. They said we're gonna go to USJ today. And see. And I asked him if he wants his quirk. The same day he said no, I don't need it. I don't need that quirk anymore. Then they head to the USJ. And there goes the back with the area. In the middle with the area. Sitting with the area. Then when they get to the US, they see 13. It's finding the stuff again. Sorry about that. That was my grandma. I had to talk to her for a second. So, yeah. Because I'm recording at this night. So they're trying to sleep. So if they see me awake, they'll get mad at me. When this is uploaded, this will be around 4 or 5 in the morning. So, take precaution. Don't watch it right now. There's gonna be some weird sounds. Just gonna warn you. Sometimes they'll sleep talk. It's kind of funny. They say random stuff, but get back to the video. 13 talks about the USJ. He, she, or whoever 13 is. I can't tell if it's a boy, girl, female, Gmail, email. I don't care. Yeah. So, yeah. Back to the story. And the same happens. Corey Gary gets to the portal. They open up the portal like normal. Then they get all teleported. Now let's go to the boat. It's Aneta, Sue, Ari, and Deku, and Floppy, and Manetta still believes he's his traitor, so they're on their toes. They could try to buy a plane with them, but they're thinking, nah, he's working with them, so that's why they came. Because they knew he was getting out. So, they didn't, so they could just, he water walks to over the water, on the water, and it's a cute, the no thing. And he fights with the Nomu, and he's just dodging all it hits him, punching holes in it, and says, has shock absorption and regeneration, huh? That's right. Shigaraki says, and says, he was thinking, wait, what if I had a key? So he had a key in his hand and shot it. Key in his head, and there was a hole in the Nomu and it regrow. So, that's your weakness. That makes sense. So, yeah. That happens. And he defeats the Nomu and says, you cheater. You cheated. Gary teleports out. Game over. He teleports out, and everyone's happy that they survived. They're thanking Deku. And I think shipping, if you're wondering who I'm shipping, it's Nejire x Deku. So that's pretty obvious, because I never did that one before. I tried once, but it didn't work out on one way. It was like the first footage I tried to do, but my that video caught freaking, I couldn't record for nothing because everyone kept bothering me or something. Because the place I was doing it at, it was a beach house. It was sweet. So, yeah. Back to the story. They were listening, and Deku knows how to hide key and stuff. And he has a destroyer key, if you're wondering. Like the God Destructor, so he can Kai, but he hides it really good, so no one can sense his God key. So yeah. And I'm thinking about adding the tournament within the 6th universe because multiverse theory. Now, after the USJ, they go to school the next. They get off school for next week, and the big three tried to go find Izuku because they heard that Izuku was out. And they ran into him, but they don't know it's him. And Deku says, "Hi, Nejire. Hi, Tamaki. Hi, Hiro. You don't know? Who are you?" "It's me, Izuku." "Izuku, that's you? I could barely recognize you. What happened?" "A lot happened," he said. "I changed in there. Scarred. But I knew you guys believed in me, and I'm happy that you did." "Nejire, I was thinking maybe we should hang out sometime." And Nejire thinking, is that a date? And they hang out for that week they were off, and they got a little bit close. No, but they did. So, yeah. Now, then, they went to school, and Aizawa was beat up pretty bad, like the same. And when he walks in, everyone's thinking, who's gonna teach you? Aizawa was beat up pretty bad. And then she has and Deku say, "Dang, what a trooper. What can't he do at being awesome at without being awesome at it?" And he says, "You guys are gonna have a 2 weeks off to train for the US Force." And everyone's getting hyped. Even Deku's getting hyped. Because he can show the world what he's made of. So he's thinking about going on a couple dates with Nejire during the first week and training on the second week. So, just scratch myself. He goes out with Nejire the first couple days, and like on the second week, like on the first week, like halfway done with the week to the sports festival, 2 beings show up. One with white hair and one was purple with red, like showing its like skin. Says, "We like to invite a tournament for the super trap. They grant with law in your imagination. If you want to become our fighter, I guess you can bring anyone you want." "Oh, okay, I'll bring someone to watch." So, when is it? It's a couple days after the sports festival, like a day before school. Like a day. The day before. Okay, so now let's go to sports festival. Deku is sitting in the room, waiting for their class to get called, and Todoroki is going and says, "Deku, Izuku, Midoriya," says Todoroki. "Nani?" "Yeah, I'm going to beat you this." "Huh?" "This is art." Okay." And Bakugo thinks he's the best still. Like that, on the best mentality stuff. And so, yeah. So, and Deku says, "We'll see about that in this sports festival." Okay, so, and they're called them, and they came out. And then Midnight says, "Can the first year representative come up?" He says, "Katsuki Baku." Baku says, "I want to say I'm going to win." And Deku and everyone says, "I knew he was going to say that in Class 1A. Says, "That's why everyone in Class 1A is arrogant," said Monoma. Because that's freaking Monoma. Who doesn't like him? And the race was about to start, and Okay. And Midnight says, the race is about to begin. 3, 2, 1, go. Deku just flies. Because he thinks that he's flying and Todoroki shocked that he can fly. Then Deku won. No competition for him. Because he is bumped through them. I want to go on. Okay, then he goes. Then Naruto, and he has 10. Then Midnight wins the cavalry battle, and Deku has 10 million points. And everyone gives him dagger stares. Give him dagger. Deku stares daggers back at them. And he doesn't get a team. No one joins, so he just makes some shadow clones. Sorry. I strained my throat. And this is where I'm gonna have to end it. Sorry. Guess this is it.